Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
The VEA members for change have a different interpretation of our bylaws at Valley Electric. And I'd like to talk about that just briefly and everything. Again, it's very frustrating. They say they have 1,100 signatures. They say they have a petition, but they won't present that to us. Now, in our bylaws, there's two different sections. If you want a meeting, that's one section. If you want to recall the board of directors, that's a separate section. The one section for a meeting only requires 5% of the membership. If you want to recall the board, it requires 10% of the membership to sign the signatures. So we really don't know at this time what they have, because again, the only thing they have presented to me is a blank petition that clearly defines they want to recall the members. So they themselves won't give us the petition, won't give us the signatures. They say that they're worried about retaliation, which is just wrong. Absolutely. What we do if it is all about the recall, we would probably have to turn around and say, no, you don't have enough, because it requires 10% or about 1,800 signatures. But since they classified it as a recall, but again, until we get the petition, have the attorneys review it and the board review it, I don't know what's going on out there. It's just crazy.
So they said they tried to drop it off on Monday, and the contention is that you would like to have a copy of it, and they would like to not expose the member signatures, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't quite understand their position. They're entitled to their views, but the bylaws very clearly say that you need to give the petition with the signatures to the agent, in this case myself, and I would present it to Dave Hall. And this is normal in anything, but I've never ever seen a situation where they say they're right and we're wrong and they won't give us the information. I can't do anything until I get the information and I can sit and verify it. So it's very, very frustrating at this time, Deanna.
So let's talk a little bit about the 5% and 10%, because the 5%, they're saying they would like to call the meeting, and they're hoping by the meeting time they will have the 10% to recall the board.
Well, again, you cannot get 2 for 1. It's very specific. Here's if you're going to ask for a special meeting, that's one section of the bylaws. End of quote. Mm-hmm. Then if you want to remove a director, that's another section of the bylaws. End of quote. You can't get it both ways. That's just the way the bylaws are set up. If you want a special meeting, hey, that's fine. That's 5%. But you cannot, in your petition, say that in fact you're going to recall the board. And that's the item that I see that I think they've overlooked. They've tried to combine 2 and 1. You cannot do that because they're 2 separate sections.